So now I'm going to create one basic structure of HTML initially. Without basic structure, we can't able to do anything here. HTML will be block. So within the block, what are the section will be there now? Head down section is there, body one section is there. So the head section indicates tab section. The body section indicates document section. So within the head section, we can assign the page name by using title tag. We can assign the page name. So whatever the page name we want, we can use it here. Simply going to discuss inline is a page name will be there. After that, we have to run this document now by using open with live server extension to we can run that document. Right. So now this is our document. Empty document only is there. The page name will be inline is the page name. After that, so now see here. Yesterday we'll discuss margin, padding, about float property. Everything we'll discuss yesterday, right? So what is the margin property now? So margin we'll discuss yesterday. What is the use of margin now? Which is used to create the space outside of the block. So what is the padding property now? Which is used to create the space inside of the block. That is a padding property. And then what is the use of color property now? Which is used to change the text to color. So what is the background property now? Which is used to make the background color of the properties or blocks, whatever it is. And then text align property also will discuss. And then what is the use of text align property now? By using text align property to we can align the content left or right or center. Wherever we want to align the content, we can align it here. And then float also will discuss yesterday. Float property. What is the use of float properties now? So which is used to make align the content left or right. Align the items left or right. Either left, either right side. Any one side we can align. Any two side only we can align it. So more than two items we have to align now. We can't able to use that margin padding property. So float property and all. So see today we are going to discuss the basic navigation bar. How to create one navigation bar now we can discuss today. So in that navigation bar now, like simply see here. So whenever we are going to create the navigation bar, na, like right, unordered list. What is the use of unordered list? So the list of items it comes as an unordered wise with dot symbol, either circle wise we are getting that items, right? So now the UL will be blocked. Within the block only we have to assign some n number of list of items now. By using list tag to we can align that list of item. Home one item will be there. One more item we have to assign now. One more list tag here. About one item will be there, and then one more item we have to assign now. One more list tag here. Contact is a one more item, and then one more item we have to assign now. List tag. Services will be one more item, and then one more item is there. Login and then log out. So now we have five items will be there. Home, about, contact, services, login, and then log out. Just save the file, just go and check it your output. See here. So the home, about, contact, services, login, and then log out. Now everything we are getting as a unordered wise with dot symbols too. Why now? Because unordered list will be blocked. Whenever we are using the unordered list now, we are getting with dot symbols the particular items one by one. Right. So that is the unordered list. And then now we need to make as an anchor tag. Now how to make as an anchor tag? So by using a tag too, we can make as an anchor tag here. So now I'm going to make one anchor tag. So order another list, within another list only list tag will be there. Within the list tag only the anchor tag will be there. Within the anchor tag only the home content will be there. So the every items I'm going to assign one anchor tag. Within the anchor tag only the items will be there. So what is the use of anchor tag now? So which is used to connect the pages from one page to another page. So in that case, we have to use that anchor tag. We have to connect the pages now. We need to use that anchor tag, and all. By using anchor tag too, we can connect that pages. The anchor tag will be there. Within the anchor tag only login, logout will be there. Save the file. Now what is the difference is there? Now nothing is difference is there. The same output only we are getting now also. So that anchor tag we have to make as a link tag. Now how to make as a link tag? So by using attribute, we are going to change the behavior of the element. Which attribute now? So href one attribute will be there. By using href attribute 2, we can make as a link tag. See now this home one we are getting as a link tag. So same thing we have to make as a about contact services, and then login logout also we have to make as a link tag now. By using href attribute we can make as a link tags here. Here also on href, here also on href, here also on href, in login logout also on href attribute. So now everything we are making as a link tag. How we are making as a link tag now? By using href attribute we can make as a link tag. So now we are everything we're getting as a link tags here, right? Now we can connect the pages. How we can connect the pages now? By the page URL to we can connect the pages. Either the file names to we can connect that pages. Clear? So now whenever we created the unordered list, now we are getting the dot symbol. So whenever we created that anchor tags now, there only we are getting as a underlines, right? So now my requirement is we don't want this dot symbol. We don't want these underlines. How to remove that things and all. How to remove the dot symbols. How to remove the underlines now. So there also some CSS properties will be there. By using that CSS properties too, we can remove that underlines as well dot symbols also. How to remove that underlines with the dot symbols now? For example, so whenever we are using that another list, so there only we are getting the dot symbols, right? So in that case, for this one, I'm going to assign a new one selector here. Class will be selector. So the selector name, whatever you want, you can create it. So what are the selectors will be there now? ID selector, class selector, tag selector. Whenever we using the ID selector now, with hash symbols too, we can mention that ID name. We can access that ID name. So whenever we using the class selector now, dot symbol with class name too, we can access the class selector. So tag selector means by using tag selector, tag name too, we can access that tags and all. And then what are the ways to we can write CSS code now? There only three ways will be there. What are the three ways now? Inline CSS, internal CSS, external CSS. So what is the inline CSS now? Within the HTML element, by using style attribute to whatever the stylings we want, we can align it here. So that is the inline CSS. What is the internal CSS now? Within our head section, we have to define that style open tag, close tag, and then by using select as to we have to access the element, and then we can add the stylings. That is the internal CSS. External CSS means we have to create one new file and then we have to link that file within our HTML document. In head section only we have to link the file. How to link the file? Now there only we are using that link tag. By using link tag to we can link that file. Clear? So now whenever we are using that unordered list, now we are getting the dot symbols, right? How to remove that dot symbols? Now for this unordered list, I created one class selector. The selector name will be group will be selector name. Whatever the selector name we want, we can create it. So now simply, so the first preference it will taking inline CSS, then only internal, then only external. So now whenever we are going to practice something, now we can use internal CSS. So in real time and all, we are going to use external CSS files only. So in practice purpose, something now we can use internal CSS. Nothing will happen. So whenever we are going to do some project, whenever we are going to working real time working now, there only we are using that external CSS files only. That's external CSS. Now the internal CSS within our head section, style open tag, close tag will be there, and then select us to we can access the element. So now for the another list, one selector will be created. What is the selector? Now group will be selector. Which selector? Now class selector. That's why we assigned as a dot group. So whenever we using class selector, now dot symbol. Whenever we using the ID selector, now as symbol. The group. So within the another list only, list of items will be there. Li will be tagged. So another list is a group. Within the group only Li is the item. So now whenever we using that another list, now we are getting the dot symbols, right? So now we have to remove that one now. So there also one property will be there. List style one property will be there. And then the list style we have to make as a none value. Save the file, just go and check it your output. There is no any dot symbols. There is no any dot. The dot symbols are now removed it. How now? By using list style too, we can remove that dot symbols now. After that, underlines will be there. How to remove that underlines now? So when we are getting that underlines now, wherever we are using that anchor tag, so then only we are getting as a underlines, right? In that case, the anchor tag indicates a tag. By using tag selector, I'm going to access that tag selector. A will be tag name. So now I'm accessing which property to we can remove that underlines. Now there also one property will be there. Which property now? So text decoration one property will be there. the value will be none. Text decoration is a property, value is a none. Save the file, just go and check it your output. So there is no any underlines also. Clear? The underlines also removed here. So there is no dot symbol, there is no underline. We have to remove that dot symbols now by using list style to we can remove that dot symbols. So we have to remove that underlines now by using text decoration property too. We can remove that one. And then dot group will be block. For this entire block, I want to apply some background color. So background color is a property. Whatever the color we want, we can apply it here. Aqua color will be there. See now the background color, it comes as a aqua color. After that, the items and all we are getting as a one by one. Home, about, contact, service, login, and then logout. So everything we are getting as a items and all one by one, right? So why not? Because the order, unordered list and then list and all block elements, that's why we are getting as a one by one. So everything we have to make as a same line now. In that case, we are using some CSS properties too. We can make as a same row, multiple columns. So see here, the block elements means always it will start with new line and then it take 100% of its space. So inline elements and all always it will start with same line and then only it get necessary with that is the inline element. Clear? So now for example, now everything we are getting as a one by one. So now dot group, within the group only list will be there. This list of items only we have to make as a same line. In that case, display one property is there, inline is the value. Display is a property, inline is a value. Save the file. Now you can check it here, home, about, contact, service, login, and then logout. So everything we are getting as a one by one the items and all here. I mean, not one by one, everything we're getting as a same line. Clear? Now display inline property too, we can make it as a same line. And then, so within the within the block or within the element, we have to make some space now. By using padding property too, we can make it the space. So inside of the block, we need to make some space now. By using padding property too, we can make the space. So now we are getting some space here. And then the entire block will be there now. Here also we have to make some space now. Padding, by using padding property too, we can make it the space. 30 pixel will be space. The space also created here. Save the file, just go and check it your output now. Now the space will be created. So now this is look like one navigation bar. Home, about, contact, services, login, and then logout will be there. Clear? Home, about, contact, services, login, and then logout will be there. After that, now one more property we're going to discuss. What is that one more property now? So over one property will be there. So what is the use of over property now? Like we have to make some action here. Like this is the cursor. When the cursor will be moving to the particular thing, there only we have to change some actions. Like action means there only we have to change some background color or color, something different color we want to change. When we have to change now, when the cursor will be moving to the particular content, to the particular place, there only we have to change something, background color or color, whatever it is, we have to change. In that case, we are using that over property. By using over property too, we can make that actions. For example, where the items will be there now, in this group only, the items will be there. So now here only we are going to make that over property. By using over property too, we can apply the background color. Now I'm going to make that background color. So like the background color will be uh, navy color. I'm going to applying it. Save this one. Just go and check it your output now. So when the cursor will be moving to there, see now the background color it comes as a navy color. Clear? When the cursor will be moving to there only the background color it comes as a navy color. Clear or not, guys? Any doubts is there? Guys, any doubts? See, when the cursor will be moving to the particular thing, there only the different background color will be executing it. So when the cursor is moving to the particular thing, there only we have to change the text color also. How to change that one now? So now within the anchor tag only, the text will be there. In that case, for this text, I'm going to apply the over property. By using over property 2, I'm going to change the text color. Which color now? White color I'm going to make. Save the file, and then now you can check it now. See, initially the navigation bar will be created. The background color aqua color will be there. The text color black color is there. So now this is the cursor. When the cursor will be moving to here, there only the background color it comes as a navy color. Here only it comes as a the text color white color. See, when the cursor will be removed, now it comes default. When the cursor will be moving to there only the background color is aqua color. There only the text color it comes as a there only it comes the text color it comes as a, so we can implement. So li also fine. Within the li is the anchor tag. Within the li only, save the file. Okay, now also same. See, when the cursor will be moving to there only the action will be the background, different background color we are getting here. So that is a over property. And then active property also one thing will be there. So what is the use of active property now? For example, like now when the cursor will be moving to there only the background color will be executing, right? So now when the cursor will be clicking, there only the active property will be executing it. Active flower basis. Now the background color I'm going to assign as a chat house color. Save the file. Just go and check it your output. Initially, the background color will be aqua color. When the cursor will be moving to now the background color it comes as a navy color, and then text color it comes as a white color. Now when we click the thing, see now the background color. When we clicking the tab section, then only one more background color also executing. When the cursor will be removed, it comes initial stage. Again see here, now the background color navy color, the text color home color. Now when we click the tab section, now only we are getting that the background color chat house color. See here also you can click. See here also you can click that one. Here also click. See. So now when we click the thing, there only we have to change the text color also. In that case, for this one active property for the anchor tag. So color is a property. Which color? Na red color I'm going to applying. Save the file. Just go and check it your output now. See, now click here. See, everything working fine. See, now the text color also it comes as a red color. Active over. Over means when the cursor will be moving to there only action will be executing. So active means when we click the thing, there only the action will be executing. That is the active property. Nothing is different. Clear, guys? If you're having any doubts in these two things, now you can ask me. Ask me. Otherwise, we can go next one. Any doubts? Just tell me, guys. Yes or no. If you're having any doubts, now you can ask me. Either tell me no. Or, okay. So now I'm going to remove entire. Here. I don't want any styling. Say I'm going to remove entire thing in body section also. There is no anything. Nothing will be there in document section. Share the file. Nothing is there. So now we are going to discuss grid property. Grid. So what is the use of grid now? So which is used to make multiple row wise multiple column wise. Yeah. So we can create it multiple row wise the items, multiple column wise. So the grid is a multi-line dimensional. Multi-line dimension. So what is a multi-line dimensional now? It occupying space row wise as well column wise also. It occupying space row wise as well column wise also. That is a multi-line dimensional. So we'll discuss that float property. Float. What is the use of float? So which is used to make the alignments right or left. We can align it only two items. So grid and all not like that. We can align it multiple row wise, multiple column wise. We can align it by using grid property. So in CSS, the grid is a very important topic. Clear? So without grid property, we can't able to do anything here. So we have to learn the grid property is very must thing. So now simply I'm going to create one block element. Div is a block element. Now the div will be created. Within the div, I'm going to create one h1 heading. Within the h1 heading, like the heading one will be content is there. Save the file. Just go and check it your output. So now the heading one content will be created. After that, the same block I'm going to create one more h1 here. Within the h1 like heading 2 is there. And then I'm going to create one more h1 here, heading 3 here. And then I'm going to create one more h1 here, like heading 4 here. And then one more h1 I'm going to create here, heading 5 here. One more h1 I'm going to create, heading 6 here. One more h1 I'm going to create, heading 7 here. One more h1 I'm going to create, heading 8 here. Save the file, just go and check it your output now. So now the heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6, heading 7, heading 8. Up to 8 headings will be there. Up to 8 headings is there. So now we need to add some stylings. The basic stylings I'm going to add. So what is the basic stylings I'm going to add now? Like the background color, color property. That is the basic stylings. I'm going to add the basic style. For example, now the internal CSS only. Now the div will be block element. Div will be block element. Whenever we are applying for this div now, what will happen? Background color, aqua color, I'm going to apply. What will happen? The entire block will be affected, right? See, the entire block will be applied that background color. That is a div. So by using single div too, we can access n number of elements, whatever the elements will be there within that block. So for example, whenever we using that, for example, whenever we using the h1, so like now the same same div will be there. For the div only we applied that background color. Now the entire block will be affected. So now every h1 individually we have to apply the background color. How to do that one? Now the entire block will be affected. Now I don't want to like this. So every individual heading I want to make background color. Now the entire block will be the background color is there. My requirement is every individual element we have to make as a background color. In that case, in this div only the element will be there. Which element? The h1 element, the every h1 element, the background color will be created. Save the file, just go and check it your output. So now the every individual element, the background color will be created here. Clear? Now the background color created here. And then we need to make some space. So how to make some space inside of the block? Now by using padding property, we can make it the space. I'm going to make the space 30 pixel of space I'm making here. See? So now the 30 pixel space will be created here. Now 30 pixel space will be created. Now we have 8 items will be there. 8 items will be there. So now we need to make some alignment here. What is the alignment now? Like 8 elements will be there. My requirement is, so in first row four items, in second row three, like in first row 3 items, second row 3 items. So in third row 2 items. Only we have 8 elements will be there. 3, 3, 6. After that 2 elements. First row 3, second row 3, and then third row 2 elements. We have to make like that alignments. In that case, we are going to use that grid property. By using grid property too, we can make that alignments and all. So now I'm going to use that grid. So where we have to apply the grid now, the entire block only we have to make the alignments. In that case, where the entire block will be there now, div only the entire block. For this one only we are going to apply the grid property. So what is that property now? Display is a property. What is the value now? Grid is a value. Save the file, just go and check it your output. See, nothing will happen now. Now also we're getting the same output. So and then now one more, whenever we're using the grid property, now we have to use one more property here. So what is that one more property now? Grid hyphen template hyphen columns on property is there. So and then what is the value now? Auto one value will be there. So what is the auto value now? Like every individual element, it will taking equal space. For example, we have 100% of space will be there. 100%. The max width will be 100%. Whenever we are using the 2 auto now, so 2 divided by 100 means we are getting 50-50%. Now the 2 value will be there. The first 2 element, it will taking the 50-50% of space. Save this one. See, the H1 is taking 50%, the H2 is taking 50%, H3 is taking 50%, H4 is taking 50%. So every individual elements, the first 2 element, it will taking equal space. After that, every element it occupying row wise as well column wise also the space. Why now? Because the grid is a multi-line dimensional, defaultly it occupying row wise as well column wise the space. Clear? That is a multi-line dimensional. So for example, whenever we are aligning the value 3 auto here, 3 auto will be there. So 3 auto means like 100 divided by 3 means we are getting like 33 something value will be, right? So now the 3 values we are getting like 33. Save this one. See, first one 33, second one 33 space, the third one 33 space. Again the fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, remaining 2 elements only is the we are getting 2 elements here. So this is the way of making that alignments and all. Like, so and then for example, when we are assigning one more auto also, what will happen? Save this one, just go and check it. So now we are getting 25, 25, 25. 100 divided by 100 divided by 4 now, 25, 25, 20. Now the 4 elements in first row, in next 4 elements in next row. Clear? So this is the way for we are making the alignments and all. And then for example, so in between we having some space here, right? In between we having some space. We don't want that space. We need to remove that space. Now there we can remove that space. Star one symbol will be there. So the star tag indicates body tag. The star symbol indicates body section. Now I'm going to define that margin property. Margin 0 pixel will be value. See this one. So now we don't have any space here. Now the space will be removed. How? Because outside of the block we having some space. By using margin 0 pixels to, we can remove that space under. Clear? For example, like we are declaring the equal value for every element, right? Like we don't want to declare equal value for every element. Individually we have to define the value. Like individually means, so the first element we have to assign 20%. The second element we have to assign 60% of space. The third element remaining 20%. In that case, how to do that one? There also we can divide the percentages here. How to divide? The auto means equal space. We have to divide the percentages equally. I mean individually. We can divide it here. So the first value it will taking first element 20%. So the second element we are going to assign the second value 60%. The third element remaining 20%. Save the file, just go and check it your output now. See, the first element it will taking 20%, the second element it occupying 60%, the third element it occupying 20% of space. Clear? So and then in between there is no any space, right? In between there is no any space. How to make the space now? So whenever we are using the grid property now, there also one property is there. By using grid property too, we can make the space. For example, initially we have to make as a row wise gap. In that case, grid row 1 gap will be there. By using that grid row gap 2, we can make it the space. For example, 20 pixel of space we need to make in row wise. Save the file. See, now the row wise the gap will be created 20 pixel. See, and then column wise also we have to make some space. In that case, I'm going to create the column wise space now. Grid hyphen column hyphen gap one property is there. By using that property too, we can make the space as a column wise. So 20 pixel of column wise also I'm going to creating the space. Save. See. So now the row wise also the 20 pixel space will be created. In column wise also the 20 pixel space will be created. Clear? So in row wise 20 pixel space, in column wise also the 20 pixel space will be created here. And then grid is a multi-line dimensional, right? So why it calls multi-line dimensional? Now we can occupy the space row wise as well column wise also. So now how to occupy the space row wise as well column wise now? For example, so this is a H1. Now we need this H1 we are going to occupying this H4 space now. How to occupy this H4 space now? Row wise only we are going to occupy. So where the H1 will be there now? Here only the H1 will be there. So this H1 we are going to occupying another element space. So row wise only. In that case here I'm going to assign one ID selector. The selector name whatever you want you can create it. Para1 will be selector. So whenever we are accessing the paragraph ID selector now, so how to access the ID selector now? Which as symbol to we can access that ID selector. So para1 will be selector name, flower basis. And then here only we are going to occupying the row wise gap, row wise space. So grid row will be property. So span is a value. One element we are going to occupying two spaces. In that case, we have to assign that value 2. Save this one. See, now the heading 1 it occupied at the heading 4 space. Clear? So for example, my requirement is now we are going to occupying the column wise space. Column wise means this heading 3 we are going to occupying this heading 2 we are going to occupying this heading 3 space. How to occupying this heading 3 space now? Like in column. Before that we are occupying as a row wise space. Now we are going to occupying column wise space. So this H2 only we are going to occupying in column wise space. In that case, ID selector, the selector name will be para2. Whenever we are accessing the ID selector na, as symbol, para2 will be selector name. Now we are going to occupy column wise space. Grid column is a property. Span is a value. And then how many spaces we are going to occupying now? Two spaces. Which element we are going to occupying the two spaces now? This para2. So which one is para 2? No? The heading 2 will be there. This heading 2 only the para 2. The heading 2 we are going to occupying the two spaces. What are the spaces now? The heading 2 space and then heading 3 space. Save the file. See now the heading 2 it occupying the heading 3 space also. Clear? So for example, my requirement is now this heading 3 we are going to occupying the heading 6 space. How to occupying the heading 6 space in row wise now? So for this heading 3 we have to assign any one selector. ID will be selector, the selector name para 3 will be selector name. After that now hashtag how to access that one up, para 3 will be selector name, and then now we are going to occupying row is space. Grid row will be property, and then span is the value, and then how many spaces we have to occupy? Not two spaces. See, now the heading 3 are occupied, the heading 6 space also. For example, this heading 1 we are going to occupying the heading 5 space. How to do that one? Already the element will be accessing here. Now this single element we are going to occupying 3 element space. In that case, we have to assign that value 3. So now the H1 is occupying the 3 spaces here. Clear? So this is the way for we using that grid property and all. So now this is look like one template, right? Like multiple alignments will be there. Clear, guys? Anyone having doubts in this? So if you're having any doubts now, you can ask me now. Guys, any doubts? Jitisha, Pavitra, Monisha, Vidya, Anusha, any doubts? Diti. Guys, any doubts? If you're having any doubts now, we can discuss one more time also. Nothing going to happen here. You can tell me, is there or not doubts? Is there or not? Only two people's only listening my listening my class, Deepti and then Niharika. Like no one having interest to learn, just just respond to me, guys. I'm asking now. Okay. So now we'll discuss that about grade, right? So for example, so now I'm going to remove this one. So now by using grid property too, we need to make one template now. So simply I'm going to show one template how to do that one now. Like see here, like see here the template will be the document, not here, downloaded. I think here only. Okay. Home page is there. So this is the template now. Now we have to make templates like this. So now left side the React developer heading will be there, and then home, about, contact, gallery, page. This is the navigation bar. After this navigation bar, kids learning center one thing will be there. Horizontal line is there, and then new approach to one more heading will be there. Some paragraph content will be there. One more horizontal line, and then finally button. After that right side image. This is the template. Now we have to do this template. How we have to do this template now? By using HTML, CSS. So like till now we'll discuss about the CSS, HTML, some tags, right? So by using the tags only we are going to do the template. So what is the template now? See here in this template, what are the things will be there now? First one, navigation bar. First we can create that navigation bar here. So whenever we are going to create the navigation bar now, we have to see that navigation bar first. What are the things will be there? What are the things will be there now? The first one is a React developer heading will be there. After that, home, about, contact, gallery, page, and then join class button will be there. Two section will be there. One is the heading section, and then second one is the option section. Right. In that case, so now I'm going to create one div block element. Within the block element, I'm going to create one more block element, because so we have two section will be there. One is the heading section and then one is the option section. In that case, I'm going to divide the two section. So the main block will be there. Within that main block, so the two blocks will be there. In first block, I'm going to create that H2 by using the H2 to the heading, like which one the heading now, React developers is the heading. And then second block too, I'm going to assign that options. What is the option now? By using anchor tag too, we can assign that options and all. So now just copy this anchor tag. What are the options will be there now? Home one option will be there. One more anchor tag. About one option is there. Contact, one more anchor tag here. Gallery, one option, and then page one option will be there, and then finally one button will be there. The button name will be join us, will be button name. Join us or join class, I don't know. So like join class is a button name. Save the file, just go and check it your output now. See the heading options. In your like output also, the heading will be created and then options also created. Home, about, contact, gallery, page, and then join button. So now, like I'm going to apply the background color. For which one we have to apply the background color now? For the entire block only we have to apply the background color. So now here only I'm going to create one class selector. The selector name item one will be selector name. Whatever the selector name we want, we can create it here. So now whenever we are accessing the class selector, now dot item one is a selector name flower basis. So within the item one, now I'm going to apply the background color. What is that background color? Now aquamarine is a background color. Save. Now the entire block, the background color will be created. So in first row, the heading will be there. In second row, only the options will be there. So the navigation bar means everything we have to make as the same line. This is the navigation bar, right? In that case, how to design that one now? So by using grid property too, we can design that one. So what is whenever we using that grid properties now, what is the property? Display is a property, grid is a value. Save the file, nothing will happen. Why? Because we have to use one more property here. What is that one more property now? Grid hyphen templates hyphen columns is a property. Whenever we are using that auto now, so every section, every element is taking equal space. In that case, I don't want to assign that equal space. So for example, the first element I'm going to assign that 30 percentage of space. The second one, I'm going to assign the 70 percentage of space. Save the file, just go and check it your output now. So now we are getting left side heading, right side the content, right? So now little bit the alignments will be difference is there. Now everything we have to make as a same line. In that case, where the options will be there now, in the second block only the option will be there. Now I'm going to assign one class selector here. So what is the selector name now? Like option will be selector name. So now you can access that one. Dot option will be, so why not dot symbol? Because class selector. So option of padding top side too, we have to push that entire block, right? In that case, like when 30 pixel of space. Now we are getting that same line. Like little bit difference will be there. You can assign it like 28 or 27 pixel. Save this one. So I think now everything we are getting as a same line, right? Now everything we are getting as a same line, or 27 is fine. You can assign 27. Okay. So now everything we are getting as a same line. Every element in right side we have to make space. In that case, which one now? Dot option only block. So within the option block only the anchor tag will be there. Every anchor tag we have to make as a right side space. In that case, padding right is a property. So 50 pixel is a value. Save this one. So now every element, the 50 pixel space will be created. Sorry. So now we need to make some more space. Now we can increase that space. 60 pixel. Save this one. So now the 60 pixel space will be created. After this, the heading will be there. The heading for the heading also left side we have to make some space. In that case, where the heading will be there now? In first block only the heading will be there. Here I am going to assign one selector here. What is the selector name now? Head will be selector name. So dot head will be selector name. Padding left to, we are going to push that one right side, like 40 pixel. Save this one. So now the 40 pixel space will be created here. So see, this is look like the same navigation, whatever the navigation bar will be there. So now we are getting, now we created that same navigation bar, right? So this is the way for we are making the navigation bar by using grid property. Clear guys? Anyone having doubts? Guys, any doubts? So after that, for example, like remaining something will be remaining now, like so kids learning on center. Here also the left side content will be there, right side image is there. How to do that one now? There also we need to use some CSS property. By using CSS2 we can do that one. So how to do that one now? For example, like see, just 1 minute. So just you can close that block now. Now we are going to do next section. So one more block here. Within that block, two block we have to create. Why two block we have to create now? Left side we have to assign only two section. Here also two section only is there. So here also two section will be there. We created one main block. Within the main block we divided the two block. Here also two section will be there. Left side the content, right side image. In that case we have to create one main block. Within the main block we have to divide the two blocks. Right now the main block will be created. Within the main block I created one first block, and then one more block also we have to create a second block. Two blocks is created. So in first block we have to assign that content. Now H4 heading will be created. So what is the content will be there here? Kids Learning Center, the content will be there. The same content I am going to pass within the H4 element. So after that the horizontal line. How to make as a horizontal line? By using HR tag to we can make that horizontal line. After this H1, H2 or H1 will be there. So within the H2, what is that heading now? New approach to kids education, one heading will be there. Just copy that one. You can paste it there. So here you can do it that break line. Then only we are getting as a one by one. So after that, after this heading, one para will be there. Within that para, whatever the content we have here, the same content I am going to copy and paste it there also. So after this para, one more horizontal line by using HR tag to we create that horizontal line. Finally, button. The button name is join us is I think learn more. I think learn more is a button name. Save this one. Just go and check it your output now whether it is working or not. See the kids learning setter one heading, and then one horizontal line, one more heading, and then paragraph, and then horizontal line button. Clear? After that, the next section will be there. Now, within our next section, we have to make that image. How to make that image? Now, by using image tag, we can make that image. So, SRC will be attribute within the SRC only. We have to pass that image address. Like simply, I'm going to search here. Kids images will be. You can search it here. So, n number of kids images will be there. You can copy that any one image here. Like open. Think the network will be slow. So just wait. It will be loading. So the image also on blurriness will be there. When the page will be loading, then only we are getting the proper pixel here. Otherwise, we can't able to get that image. Okay, not getting that one. For example, see here, right click, copy the image address, and paste it the image address within our source attribute. Save the file. Just go and check it your output now. You can close that one now. See now we are getting the image, but the image size is not. The image size will be default size is there. We have to assign that image size. In that case, I think 300 pixel with also we are going to assign 300. Whatever the pixel you want, you can create it here. So simply I created as the height 300 pixel with 300 pixel. See now the height it comes. I think 250 is fine. So we can assign that 250 pixel here also 250 pixel. Save that one, just go and check it your output. Now the height size also 250 pixel will be there. The width size also 250 pixel will be there. After that, like I can assign 280 here. Save this one. Now we are getting the image. Okay. After that, now we need to make the alignment, right? What is the alignment now? The left side content, right side image we have to make. So here for the content, I'm going to, in this center content will be there, right? So for this one, I'm going to assign the class selector. What is the selector name now? Content will be selector name. And in the second block, image will be there. For this image block also, I'm going to one selector here. What is the selector name now? Image will be like pick is a selector name. Block is the entire block we have to make. The entire block we have to make any one class select. Then only we can apply that grid or place. Here class, the class name item 2 is a class name. Save the file. After that you can go to your CSS things. Here which one we have to apply the CSS grid property, no, item 2. So this is the block for the entire whole block we have to apply the grid now. Is a property, grid is a value. So and then one template columns is a property. By using grid template columns too, we can align that one. After that, for content, I'm going to assign that 60 percentage of content, and then remaining 40 percentage for the image. Save the file. Just go and check it your output. See, now the content it occupied in 60 pixel. Now the image it occupied in 40 pixel, and then now the image shape we have to change, right? So now dot pic is a class name, and then within the pic only the image will be there. For the image only we have to make some round shape. In that case, border radius will be property, 50 percentage is the value. Save that one. Now we are getting that radius shape, round shape, right? After that, so now we need to make some alignment here. What is the alignments we have to make now? So now the content we have to move from left side, top side. Like dot content will be class name, and then padding top two, we are going to move that one. Padding top two, downside we are going to push like 50 pixel or 100 pixel, we can push it here. So now the 50 pixel space will be not to see some 40 pixel. And then left side also we have to push that one, padding left to 40 pixel. So now the left side also 40 pixel will be the image also we have to make some alignment here. In that case, where the image will be there, dot pic will be class name. Here I'm going to make some padding top side to, we are going to push some 60 pixel, and then padding left to 50 pixel. Save that one. So now we are getting that proper image here, right? Proper content, proper image. Like you can make it something padding top like 50 pixel only, then only will be perfect. Okay. Okay. Now we can apply the background color, the entire block, where the entire block will be there. Now here only the entire block. Background color, the background color will be aqua color. I'm going to apply. Save this one. See, now the navigation bar also created. Now the template also created. And then the entire block now padding bottom to, I'm going to 50 pixel. Save that one. See. So now the entire block will be covered here. So now the navigation bar will be there. React Developer, home, about, contact, gallery page, join class button. And then whatever the page will be there here, the same page also we created here also. See, the Kids Learning Center, horizontal line, paragraph, and then one more heading, learn more button. The right side image, the image size will be radius shape. Clear? Guys, clear? Anyone having doubts in this? So this is the way for we using grid property and then navigation bar on top. So now if you're having any doubts now, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can close that call. Which selector has higher property, class or ID? So it's not ID, it's not class. Like what is the difference will be there now, the class and ID. So whenever we're using the ID selector now, that is a unique identity. So the same ID name too, we can't able to add multiple style. I mean multiple, like for example, we have two block will be there. Same ID name only is there. Whenever we using that ID name too, we added some stylings. Now only it accessible the first ID only. So the second one it will not accessible because that is a unique identity. The first one only we are getting. The first preference it will taking first block, first ID. So whenever we using the classes now, the both block also same class name only. We added the stylings, the same the particular class name now, the both block will be affected. That is a collection of classes. So that is the difference will be there now. ID is a unique selector. The class will be collection of selector. Collection of classes, the same class name too, we can use it. Same stylings, we can add it, the same class name too. That is the difference. Is there. Clear, Raman? I'm not. Okay. So can we close the car? Today is enough. We can connect tomorrow.